Number 6. What is the instantaneous rate of change of f at x equals 4? Feel free to pause the video if you want to try it. The instantaneous rate of change at x equals 4 is equal to f prime of 4. This is the same as the slope of the tangent line. So what we need to do is find the derivative of f and then plug in 4. So in this problem, we have a trinomial divided by a monomial. For this particular situation, it's better if you simplify before you find the derivative. So what we can do is before we find f prime of x, what we need to do is take each term and divide it by 3x. So we're going to break up this one fraction into 3 smaller fractions. So 12x cubed divided by 3x, we could divide 12 by 3. That will give us 4. And then x cubed divided by x to the first power. Whenever you're dividing common variables, you can subtract the exponents. 3 minus 1 is 2, so this is going to be 4x squared. Here we have 9 divided by 3, which is 3. And the square root of x divided by x. Let's talk about that one. The square root of x, we can write that as x to the half. And we're dividing it by x to the first power. So we need to take the top exponent and subtract it by the bottom exponent. So 1/2 minus 1, that's x to the negative 1/2. So 9 divided by 3 is 3, so this is 3x to the negative 1/2. Here we have 24 divided by 3, so that's 8 over x. Now, 8 over x, before we differentiate that, we want to put it in the proper form. So I'm going to move the x to the top, and it's going to change sign. Instead of being x to the first power, it will be x to the negative 1. So this is the same as 8x to the negative 1. So now we could find the derivative using the power rule. The derivative of x to the n is nx to the n minus 1. So f prime of x is going to be 4 times the derivative of x squared, which is 2x to the first power, or 2x. Now the derivative of x to the negative 1/2, we need to move that negative 1/2 to the front. And then it's going to be negative 1/2 minus 1. The derivative of x to the negative 1, it's going to be, we'll move the negative 1 to the front, and then we'll subtract the exponent by 1. Negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. So now let's simplify what we have. 4 times 2x is 8x. 3 times negative 1/2, that's negative 3 over 2. And then negative 1/2 minus 1, we need to get common denominators. We need to multiply negative 1 by 2 over 2. Negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. So this is negative 3 over 2. 8 times negative 1 is negative 8, and so we have that. Now, our next step is to move the x variables back to the bottom. So we could change the negative exponents back into positive exponents. So we're going to have 3 over 2x to the positive 3/2 minus 8 over x squared. So this is 8x minus 3 over 2. Now this part we could change back to its radical form. We have an index of 2 and an exponent of 3. So this will be the square root of x cubed with the invisible 2 here. So now we have the derivative of f in its simplified form. So now we could find the instantaneous rate of change, or the slope of the tangent line, at x equals 4. And that's going to equal f prime of 4. So let's plug in 4 into this expression. So it's going to be 8 times 4 minus 3 over 2 times the square root of 4 to the third minus 8 over 4 squared. 8 times 4 is 32. 4 to the third, 4 times 4 is 16, times 4, that's 64. 4 squared is 16. The square root of 64 is 8. And 2 times 8 is 16. Negative 3 minus 8 is negative 11. So now we need to get common denominators. I'm going to multiply 32 by 16 over 16. 32 times 16 is 512. So we have 512 over 16 minus 11 over 16. 12 minus 11 is 1, so 512 minus 11 is 501. And that's going to be the answer. It's 501 over 16, which corresponds to answer choice D.